There was a time where I was between Sigfredo and still intimate with Charlie as well.
The reason the payment stopped coming in is because Sigfredo was arrested and the Adelsons got spooked.
Who signed your paychecks from the Adelson Institute?
Donna Adelson.
The whole business became a criminal enterprise at that point.
Your testimony is you arranged a homicide and didn't even know what the pay was going to be.
Yes, ma'am.
The tools are in front of you. She literally admitted on direct examination, yes, I have lied before. Not once, but twice. You must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law with attorney Larry Forman. Folks, today we're going to conclude the Donna Adelson's testimony of Katie McBenoit. She is the intermediary between Charlie and the hitman. Primarily Sigfredo. As we know, Luis was Sigfredo's friend, and Sigfredo was also the father of Katie's children. What a tale. What a fascinatingly horrific tale of woes. But anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and bore you with my initial commentary. Let's dive right into it. And folks, buckle up. This one is gonna be a wild one. Let's go.
What do you mean you would think so? It's yes or no question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. He wasn't going to put you on the payroll for no reason, was he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Where we left off, if you remember, we left on a cliffhanger. She was asked, you were put on the payroll because you were facilitating Dan Markel's murder by having your baby daddy take care of the business, take care of the job that he's being hired to do. And she said, well, I presume that's why I was added to payroll. And the prosecutor was like, come on, lady. You know exactly why you were added to payroll. Because you were the facilitator, right? And now she's like, yes, I was.
All the checks. All the checks were after the payroll? You had broken up before you received the first check, right?
That I already, I wasn't talking to Charlie as much anymore? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, September, after the murder.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Had you ever met Wendy Adelson?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
When did you meet her?
I had dinner with her.
So that's another thing. They thought, hey, if we pay her right away, it makes us look really guilty. But if we wait a couple of months, she's just a new employee. What's the big deal? Donna, you sign off on the checks. Charlie, I'm going to be the one fronting the money through my business. The whole business became a criminal enterprise at that point because the checks were funneled in hindsight. There's no difference when you pay the person. Before, during, after. These people, they think they're so smart.
One time in Yardbird and another time at the beach.
Yardbird, is that a restaurant?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that the occasion where Wendy was with her boyfriend, Jeff Lacasse?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that the first time you ever met Wendy?
I believe so, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then did you meet her again?
Yes, I met her in the beach around, I think, Father's Day.
The photo that we've seen, State's Exhibit 35, publishing. Is that the second time you met Wendy Adelson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you ever discuss the murder with Wendy Adelson?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever discuss Dan Markel's schedule with her?
No, ma'am.
So the only person you talked about it with at all was Charlie and Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. For the July trip, once the murder was done, did you receive a phone call from Sigfredo Garcia?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And were the two men looking to get their money for the murder?
I don't know what my conversation was with Sigfredo, but I did speak to him on the phone.
But you understood that you needed to get the money, right? And pay
Yes.
them.
Yes, ma'am.
That was part of your job.
Yes, ma'am.
Part of your role in this whole thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you go to Charlie Adelson's house to get the money on the night of the shooting?
Yes, ma'am. He had contacted me and told me that there was an accident and if he can have dinner with me that night.
Okay. And the accident was a reference to the shooting of Dan Markel.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, which was not an accident, right?
No, ma'am.
When you get there, how is Charlie acting?
He was pretty frantic, just pacing back and forth, and he had a gun in his hand.
Okay, was that unusual behavior for him?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he say anything about his parents when you arrived at his house that night?
He told me that his parents just left.
Did you end up staying the night there?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Were you planning on spending the night there?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Okay, originally was your plan to get the money and take it to the two men that killed Mr. Markel?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
All right, what happened the next morning?
Well, since that night, since he was like pacing back and forth, and he had given me a Xanax, that's why I fell asleep.
Okay.
And that's why
Did he take Xanax as well?
Yes, ma'am, he took one as well.
Okay. And the next morning, did something happen with the money?
Yes, ma'am. So I woke up. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And he told me that the money is in the trunk of my car.
All right, and was the money in the trunk of your car?
I actually did not check it. I just got my keys and left.
So you believed him that it was there.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you got to where you were going, where did you go to deliver the money?
I was trying to contact Sigfredo and had a hard time trying to contact him. And then I eventually ended up in the alleyway of where Louis lived at that time.
At Luis Rivera's residence.
Yes, ma'am.
And did Garcia show up there when you pulled up there?
Yeah, he just kind of jumped in my car. I didn't know where he came from.
All right. And was he able to get the money?
Yes, I told him that his money was in the trunk of the car.
And he was able to remove it, and you observed him removing it, and the money was there?
Yes, ma'am. He went to the back, grabbed it, and then I saw him. He left.
How did you get your...
I feel like the Adelsons have watched too many movies. It's like the money is in the car. Like, so it's like I didn't put it there. I don't know how it got there. So my hands are clean, right? Like, I'm not involved in this, right? Like, I'm okay, right? Nothing's gonna happen to me. I swear.
cut of the money?
I don't know if it was later on that night that he came back to my apartment or the following day, and then he put it in the closet.
How was your cut of the money packaged?
It wasn't like a cut, it was just basically, it was in a bag, in a plastic bag, grocery bag, and I believe there was like a paper bag and then a Ziploc bag inside it.
All right, so the inner thing was a Ziploc bag.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you opened the Ziploc bag, did you notice that the money was stapled together?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
It was, okay. Did you notice something else unusual about the money?
At that moment, I didn't when I opened it, but a couple of days after the fact, it was wet and starting to mold.
The money itself was damp to the touch.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, and did you ever mention that fact to Charlie Adelson?
I'm pretty sure I contacted him and told him why is the money wet.
What do you mean pretty sure? You did or you didn't?
That I didn't.
Okay, and when you contacted him and said the money's wet, or you just mentioned to him the money's wet, did he have a response?
Yes, ma'am. He told me.
Go
Told me
ahead.
that his mom washed the money.
That you physically washed the money.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, folks. I just can't get over the fact that, like I said, you've watched too many movies, but apparently also not enough movies. The term money laundering, it's when you use a legitimate business to funnel illegitimate money by cooking the books. You know, you essentially create a false trail as to where the money came from. Like the money came from a John Doe who came in for dental services, or, you know, and then Jane Smith came in for a routine procedure, and then another Jane Smith came in for like a bridge or whatever, and you pay taxes on it, and it's now clean, right? You laundered it. You turn dirty money that was obtained through like a drug deal, through like an assassination, you know, the cards were reversed, and Charlie's obtaining of that money was actually dirty money. And now his money was probably clean. When I say clean, I mean he earned it through his legitimate business practice by performing dental services. And in order to avoid paying taxes, they probably kept some of that money off the books, which is a huge no-no. The IRS no likey. But, you know, whatever. He did it. That's the least of his problems. You know, he's not Al Capone. They're not going to come after him for tax evasion. But that's essentially what they got Al Capone for, because he would not, he had a lot of money coming in, and he would not pay taxes on it. So they couldn't convict him of any of his actions because it was all his lackeys doing it. So they convicted him of, you know, tax fraud. And that's what he died in prison for. But in this case, the funniest thing is, and why I'm laughing, because again, I'm reminded of the opening statements, because the prosecution mentioned this in her opening statement. And now we're hearing it from Catherine McBenoit. She is telling us how Donna thought that I never finished. Sorry. So you get your dirty money. Let's say you do a big drug deal, you make $100,000. You can't use that money because the government's going to notice, like, where the hell did you get, let's say you work at McDonald's, where the hell did you get $100,000 from, or whatever, you know? Well, because I was a mule. You can't do that. You can't say that. So you like open up a business, and then you pretend like you have customers, and then you funnel it through, you pay taxes on it, and sure, you end up turning that 100,000 into like 60 or 70 or 65, I think. What is the going rate? I don't know these days. But essentially, you turn that dirty money, and now it's clean. It's come out the other end. You have laundered it through the business, and you now have clean money that you pay taxes on, that comes through a legitimate business, that comes through legitimate purposes with legitimate books and legitimate clients, even though everything is fabricated and everything is all false and the source of the money is illegitimate. But you cook your books, you turn that dirty money into clean money, and now you can spend it, because if anybody comes sniffing around, anybody comes asking, hey, you want to see my books? Here you go. This is how I've earned it, you know. But Donna gets it. Donna. Oh my God. I created the stupid joke last video, and now I can't get rid of it. It's like I'm the master of dad jokes. Ask Chandler. I am the master of dad jokes. I'm not proud of it. I'm actually very, very ashamed, because I'm not even a father yet. But you know what I mean? Like, before we start asking, oh my God, no, she's not pregnant. We're not married. Like, chill. All right, everybody relax. Everybody take a chill pill. Breathe, audience. Breathe. Yes, you can. Don't. Did you just spit that apple? No, it's just stop. Okay, stop. Anyway, Donna, in her infinite wisdom, she took the term literally, and she's like, okay, so this money, even though it was obtained through legitimate means, i.e., the business practice of Charlie Adelson and possibly his dad, she took the word laundering literally, and she turned clean money, which actually turned into dirty money because now it was paid for the commission of a crime, i.e. murder. She's like, okay, let's apply the reverse logic and turn clean money and make it cleaner by putting it through the washing machine. You can't make this stuff up, folks. It's out there. That's it. This is what she testified to, Katie, just now. Donna washed the money. She put it through the laundry, the laundromat, whatever. She laundered the money. And now it's clean. Now you can pay for drugs. You can use it to pay for sex. You can use it to pay for more drugs. Then you can use it to pay for murder and some more sex. And now the money is clean. It's clean money. Psh, Donna's a genius. We should all learn from Donna.
All right, so you got a chunk of cash that day or a couple days later. You're not sure which.
And why staple it? Why staple it? Okay, this is a stack of 1,000. This is a stack of 1,000. This, I don't know. Is that how you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And you also got these paychecks that we've talked about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did over the ensuing time, from the time of the murder up until the time of the what we've referred to as the bump, are you familiar with that law enforcement operation? Okay. In that time frame, did you get some other gifts and things from Charlie?
Between that time?
Yes. Plane tickets, things like that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you deny getting any type of gift or favor from Charlie Adelson other than the cash that you got?
I don't know if like specifically any type of favors. If I was going through, I was having problems with the car that I had purchased from him. So he would get that fixed and he would pay for it.
Okay, and before that he helped with Mazda repairs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. You started getting paychecks in September after the murder, which continued through May of 2016. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how would you receive the paychecks?
Charlie would give it to me.
All right. And you admit that you weren't doing anything to earn that money
No, ma'am. I was
other
not.
than contributing to this murder.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And the paychecks, would they come one at a time or multiples at a time?
It would be multiple.
Okay. Do you know why the paychecks stopped when they stopped?
At that time, Sigfredo got arrested.
So they got spooked.
Yes.
Who signed the paychecks?
Wait, objection speculation. Why isn't the defense objecting to this? That's a good objection. They got spooked. Objection calls for speculation. That would have been sustained, I think, because she doesn't know why the payment stopped coming. She's speculating. Yeah, the payment stopped coming because Sigfredo got arrested is a statement of fact. So Sigfredo got arrested, payment stopped coming in. That's a fact. The reason the payment stopped coming in is because Sigfredo was arrested and the Adelsons got spooked. That's speculation. She has no idea. It's probably true. That's not the point. This is a court of law. This is not the court of public opinion. Although sometimes those two do get conflated, don't they? Cardi B comes to mind. She's still on my to-do list, by the way. I'm just so fascinated with this trial, and I want to make sure to cover it before it's over, which is probably going to be this week, tomorrow possibly. But anyway, besides the point, what I'm wondering is, why isn't the defense objecting to this? They were objecting previously to all the stupid stuff, but now they got spooked. That's not, there's no evidence that they got spooked. Facts are facts. This is speculation. Oh, there we go. A little late for that.
Who signed your paychecks from the Adelson Institute?
Donna Adelson.
How many paychecks did you receive?
I can't recall.
44 sound right?
Can't recall.
If we assume 44, how many of them were signed by Donna Adelson?
All of them.
How many were signed by Charlie Adelson?
None.
Did Mr. Adelson, when he handed you the checks, give you any instructions on how they were to be deposited?
Just don't deposit it all at one time. Like, space it out.
All right, and did you always follow his directions on the deposits?
Not always, no.
Okay, sometimes you would cash one before the pay period ended, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and we've talked about the bump. Did you meet with Charlie Adelson after the bump?
Yes, ma'am.
Who called that meeting, him or you?
I believe he contacted me.
All right, and did you sit in the car with Mr. Adelson for a few minutes before going into the restaurant?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened when you were in the car with him?
Well, I got inside the car. He came outside of my job and basically asked her, probably where we're gonna eat. And he turned up the volume in his car and kind of just leaned towards me and was just telling me that, that his mom got approached.
Okay. And did you continue to hear more from him about his mom being approached once you entered the restaurant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at the time you did not know that law enforcement was intercepting those conversations, did you?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Did you have any concerns that he might be trying to set you up during that meeting?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you feel that did he do anything to make you think he had suspicions that you might be trying to set him up?
Yes, ma'am.
And what were those?
Just the way he was going through scenarios in his head. He might have, because he mentioned
I can see that.
Tato's name, and he had a piece of paper that he looked at and then kind of talked to me about, but I didn't know what he was looking at.
Who's Tato?
Tato is Luis Rivera.
Okay, so did he say Luis Rivera or he said Tato?
He said Tato.
Okay. And so did that concern you that he knew that name?
Yes, it did. I just thought he was confusing it with Tuto, because Tuto is Sigfredo Garcia's nickname.
Okay. And what the setup was from the law enforcement was that this person was posing as an associate of Luis Rivera, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when Charlie tells you this information, Are you thinking it could be an associate of Luis Rivera? Maybe Rivera did tell someone, and
Yes.
maybe this is somehow connected to Rivera.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you tell Charlie that?
Did I tell Charlie that?
Did you tell Charlie, well, actually, the guy that went with Garcia to kill Dan Markel is Luis Rivera, and he goes by Tato? Did you say anything like that?
No, ma'am. I just told him that Tato was incarcerated, but I never knew at that time that Tato was with Sigfredo, or that he.
Right, but you're not, I guess, are you giving Charlie Adelson all the information that you have about this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you're going to handle it on your side of the conspiracy yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So he's enlisting you to go do something. What is it you're supposed to do?
To contact the phone number.
Phone number on the piece of paper that was handed to his mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And figure out who it is and resolve it.
What's going on? He didn't know if it was somebody trying to extort him or try to blackmail him, or he didn't know if it was the FBI.
Okay, and he's saying one of two scenarios. One of two scenarios. Are those the two scenarios?
Yes, ma'am.
It's either the FBI or it is actually someone who's gotten some information about what we did.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you reviewed the transcript that was prepared of that restaurant recording?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that transcript fair and accurate? Does it accurately transcribe the conversation that was had in there?
Yes, ma'am.
You knew Luis Rivera well, right?
I knew him from Sigfredo. Yes, ma'am.
But Sigfredo didn't tell you he took Rivera with him
No, he did
to do
not.
the job.
No, ma'am.
And even though it was pretty obvious, you didn't tell Charlie that Garcia was doing the job.
No, yes, ma'am. He didn't know. He didn't know that it was Sigfredo.
Charlie never explicitly told you this murder is going to benefit my mother, or this murder is to benefit my sister.
No, ma'am. He did not.
Stay until you phrase your questions. Karen.
Did Charlie Adelson ever tell you this murder is to benefit my mother?
No, ma'am.
Did Charlie Adelson ever tell you this murder is to benefit my sister?
No, ma'am.
But you knew that, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
He did tell you.
Because he did say about, our family is going through a lot of trouble. My grandparents are having trouble sleeping, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be good for our family. The elimination of Danny. Like, what a sick and twisted way of living.
That his mom was at the house right before you arrived, the night of the murder.
Yes, ma'am.
He did tell you that his mother washed the money.
Yes, ma'am.
Money that was payment for the murder.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you speak in code on that wire?
On the wiretaps, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Property and tenant, that was code for looking into who was behind the bump, right?
Yes, ma'am. Well, Charlie tends to go on his little rants, and then I kind of just followed, what he was saying.
Yes, but you spoke in code.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understood you were speaking in code because you might be tapped, right?
Yes,
Somebody
ma'am.
might be listening.
Yes, ma'am.
But there would be no reason to speak in code if you hadn't done anything wrong. Will you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Innocent people don't talk in code, do they?
No, ma'am.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Wow. I mean, she just got ripped apart once again, admitted everything. She's got nothing to lose at this point. She's already incarcerated, life imprisonment. I don't know if she has a possibility of parole or not. Chat, you could probably fill me in. Let me know in the comments below. And as you scroll down, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on, is it possible for her to get like a shorter sentence? Even after all of this, I don't think it's going to help her. Obviously, she's not getting any deals and whatnot. She's just doing this out of the goodness of her own heart to confess and, like, if nothing else, to clear her name before God before she meets the Almighty in, I don't know, 50 years? This woman could live a very long time. She's very young. She could live another 10 decades easily, maybe even longer, behind bars. And, maybe one day she'll be released, but it won't be anytime in the near future. I can tell you that for sure. So, yeah. Anyway, cross-examination. All right, defense. What do you got?
I believe when you started your testimony on direct, Ms. Kappelman asked you about previously lying under
Yes, ma'am.
oath. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
And from the first trial with Sigfredo Garcia to a trial with just you gave proffers to law enforcement, correct?
Not between those times, but
After that, before Charlie's.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after you testified in your trial where you admitted that you lied, you were minimizing what was going on, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you started meeting with law enforcement in the state attorney's office, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And gave them a little more information each time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Each time you became, now what you're saying, a little more truthful?
I'm finally coming out with the truth. Yes, ma'am.
Third time's
You
the
had
charm.
testified on direct that you got to Charlie's house and he had indicated that his parents had just left.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said that he was nervous and upset, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you all both took Xanax,
Well, he gave it to me. Yes, ma'am.
but you said you took one, right?
Of course. Yes, ma'am.
And he took one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you two went to bed together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you're telling the jury is you met Charlie Adelson and started a dating relationship, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You weren't exclusive at that time, were you?
No, ma'am.
Charlie dated a lot of women, didn't he?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at some point he tells you that he wants something to happen to someone, right? He wants someone to be harmed.
Yes, ma'am.
And he asks you if you know anybody that could take care of that for him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so then you contact Sigfredo Garcia, who's the father of your children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you and he are having a rocky relationship, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you engage Sigfredo Garcia to be the one who causes whatever harm it's going to be to Danny Markel, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And after you do that, you know who Luis Rivera is, right?
Do I know? Yes, I know.
At that time, you knew who he was?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But is it your testimony you did not know that he was going to be involved with this as well?
Yes, I did not know that he was going to be with him. Let alone, I didn't know that Sigfredo was even going to be the one.
Well, I'm sorry, you hired someone other than Sigfredo to do it?
No, I didn't know that I just gave him, I told him that somebody, needed to be harmed. I didn't know that he was going to be the one.
Okay. And how much money did you tell him he could make?
I didn't tell him an amount.
So you testified before that you knew Sigfredo needed some money and you could certainly use some money, so that's why you agreed to do this.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you were going to agree to have somebody killed and you didn't even know how much you were going to get paid?
No, I did not know.
Okay, so
For
now we know.
some reason, I actually buy that. Because here's the thing, folks. I mean, conspiracy to commit murder, assisting, facilitating, etc., being an accessory before the fact is the ancient legal term that is no longer used anymore these days, but it is still in the books, the common law books and so on, about criminal law and your role in the criminal conspiracy or your role in the act. You could be accessory before the fact, you'd be accessory after the fact, you could be an active participant. There's so many different levels of culpability that one could have. That part, I actually believe that she had no idea how much they're going to get paid, because they imagine, look, it's a human life, so it's going to be good money, right? I mean, theoretically, Charlie could have been a total douche and shafted them both and paid them like $15,000 a piece and said, sayonara with you. What are you going to do? Go to the police? Well, that's a problem for Charlie, because then they might come after Charlie. So I don't think Charlie's that stupid. I mean, he's very, very, very stupid. But he's going to cover for his own skin. And he's probably going to pay. He's going to pay, and he's going to pay, and he's going to pay, and he's going to pay. And hopefully that's never going to be a problem. And he paid over $138,000 worth. And I don't know, what was going to be the stopping point? 150, 200, 250, $1 million? What is a human life worth to you, Charlie? I wonder what he testified in his trial, if it ever came to pass what the actual amount, because only Charlie and Donna probably knew, or maybe Charlie alone, who knows? How do you determine what a human life is worth?
No, Sigfredo and Luis Rivera came to Tallahassee, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's Charlie's asked you, you've asked Sigfredo. Unbeknownst to you, apparently, he has asked Luis Rivera to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we know that Luis Rivera and Sigfredo Garcia traveled to Tallahassee on more than one occasion, but ultimately...
And by the way, for the record, everything the defense is doing right now for the last, 4 minutes is an absolute 100% unequivocal. Anyone who's been a trial lawyer for more than 5 minutes knows this. Don't ever, 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 ever do this. Ever. You know why? Because you're not accomplishing anything. You're boring the jury. You're basically proving the prosecution's case. What does that tell me once again? The defense has nothing. The defense has nothing. You'd never regurgitate the same exact facts, the chronological story. Okay, and so just remind us, and then that's happened, and then that happened. The jury has heard all of that. They're bored. Entertain me, woman. Give me something. Oh, you don't have anything? Well, it is what it is.
They follow and track down Danny Markell, and when he pulls into his garage, Sigfredo Garcia gets out and shoots him in the head and kills him, right?
From what it shows in my trial, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then they come back to South Florida, Sigfredo and Luis Rivera, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you go to Charlie's house, you pass out with the Xanax, you get up the next morning, and he says there's money in the trunk.
Yes, ma'am.
At that point, you're claiming you didn't know how much money it was.
Yeah, I did not know how
And
much.
as of then, you still hadn't discussed any dollar value for having someone killed.
No, ma'am. That was probably on the paper that I had handed to Sigfredo that
Probably?
he got out of my diaper bag.
Yeah, I don't want you to speculate because
Yeah.
you don't know, do you?
No, I never opened the envelope.
But your testimony is you arranged a homicide and didn't even know what the pay was going to be.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next morning, Charlie says the money's in
Like
your...
I said, that's the one thing I actually buy. I don't think they were too scared to discuss dollar amounts. I don't think she knew. I really don't think so. She was like, we're just going to be taken care of probably for the rest of our lives or something. I don't know. Or for a portion of our lives.
trunk and you get up and leave, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you go to Sigfredo, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he knows you're going to be bringing him money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he hops in your car and you tell him you got the money.
Yes, ma'am.
And so your testimony is then he goes into your trunk
Yes, ma'am.
and he takes the bag out of the diaper bag.
No, it was not a diaper bag. It was the plastic bag that Charlie put in my trunk.
And by the way, I'm sorry, I just can't get over the fact that she was going, in the beginning, the defense attorney, I was waiting for it. She was going in that direction, but then she gave up and shifted gears way too quickly. She started asking about, you changed your testimony, you lied on the witness stand previously. I would have hammered that home. So you lied. You lied in your own trial. Yes. You lied in Sigfredo's trial. Yes. So you have a propensity for lying. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. You have a propensity for lying. Propensity, what does that word mean? It means that you are likely to lie because you have lied before. Oh, no, ma'am, I'm not lying here today. Today I'm finally telling the truth. Oh, so all those other times you were lying, but today is truth day. Is that what it is? Yes, ma'am. Today I'm telling the truth. So we have to believe you because you're telling us that you're suddenly telling the truth. Yes, ma'am. Did you take the oath previously? Yes, I did. And what was that oath? What was that oath, ma'am? Ma'am, what was that oath? It was an oath to tell the truth. Yes. And you lied nonetheless, didn't you? Yes, I lied nonetheless. And so we have no reason to believe anything that you have to say here today, do we? Her answer doesn't matter. That's how you come out swinging. You just knock her teeth out, man. It doesn't matter if it's going to work or not. You got to try. The tools are in front of you. She literally admitted on direct examination, yes, I have lied before. Not once, but twice. So why do we have... The Lincoln Lawyer comes to mind. Remember the jailhouse snitch? Whatever his name was. I don't remember his name from the movie, not the show. I have never seen the show. I'm talking about the movie with Matthew McConaughey. He he got the prosecution, remember, to put the guy on the stand, and then he lied, and it destroyed the whole trial and blah, blah, blah. Only to turn around and do something. I don't want to spoil. If you haven't seen the movie, it's phenomenal. I love that movie. It's so, there's an ethical violation by the attorney every 15 seconds. It's amazing. It's the most unethical lawyer you have ever met in your entire life. But anyway, the point is that's what it is. You know, when you're lying, why should we believe you? And you know what? The jury probably would be like, well, she's right. I kind of believe her because it kind of checks out. This is what the prosecution said. This is what seems to be the story. But like the lawyer did nothing. The defense lawyer didn't even try. I'm waiting for it. I'm like, please knock her teeth out and get her to admit, why should we believe you? Like I just did. It took me 30 seconds, 45 seconds? This is someone who has either never done a cross-examination before, or she has fallen off the deep end, or she just doesn't know how to be a criminal defense attorney. I don't understand. There's something missing here. There's like a screw loose. And again, I hate to be like bashing a fellow member of the bar, of the defense bar in another state. It doesn't matter. We're all homies. We're all like here for each other. But this is not how you do it, folks. This is bad lawyering. This is horrible lawyering. Sorry, not sorry. Facts are facts.
The money was inside your diaper bag is what you testified to before.
No, ma'am, I did not.
Oh, where'd you put it?
The money?
It was
Yeah.
in the trunk.
Was in the trunk of my car.
Did you
Okay.
forget?
All right, I must have misunderstood your testimony. I thought you said it was in
The
the diaper
envelope was inside the diaper bag.
bag. Envelope was inside the diaper bag.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you delivered to Sigfredo.
That's the envelope that
She wasn't
Sigfredo
listening.
picked up from my apartment. Yes, ma'am.
That
Okay.
Charlie had.
Honestly, I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to stop because I'm starting to see there's a very likely possibility that this woman is not fit to practice law. It's dangerous. It is very dangerous. If maybe she wasn't paying attention, okay, we'll let it slide. But if she legitimately has problems practicing law, she shouldn't be practicing law. That's scary. People's lives are on the line. Donna's life is on the line here. This is very, very scary stuff. You have to have a competent attorney representing you. It's very possible that Donna hired her intentionally. People have said this, and I'm kind of jumping on the train now, so that she can try and argue ineffective assistance of counsel. It's going to fail. But this is her last resort attempt, is to hire a lawyer that may not be as competent as people would like, and then argue it on appeal that I had ineffective assistance of counsel. She's going to throw this woman under the bus just like she's done everybody else in her life. And it's depressing and disgusting, and I hate it.
To you.
Yes, ma'am.
That you say you didn't know what the contents were.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so moving forward, now Danny has been killed, and Sigfredo gets in your trunk and gets the bag, right?
It gets the money. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's in a bag or not?
Yes, in the plastic bag.
Okay, all right, so he gets the bag, and at this point you say you haven't even seen the money.
Yes, ma'am. I did not.
Okay, and then a day or two later, he comes back to you and gives you, I guess, what is going to be your share, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And at this point, you still don't know Luis Rivera's involved?
At that point, no, ma'am.
You still didn't know?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Why are you shocked?
So
she didn't
you
know.
said that Mr. Garcia puts the money into your closet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And a few days later, you actually go into the closet?
I don't know if it was the same day that that he put the money there, but a couple of days later, when I had opened the bag, that's when I felt the moisture of the money.
So you didn't touch the money the first day?
I don't recall if I did or if I didn't.
So I'm talking about the first day that Charlie gives it to you. You didn't touch it that
Oh,
day?
no, I did not.
Okay, and you didn't touch it the next day. That's when you gave it to Sigfredo.
Yes, because he just grabbed it from the trunk of my car.
Okay, and a couple of days later, he brings you your share and puts it in your closet.
A day or two. It might have been the same day or the day after. He put it in the closet.
And then at some point, you open the bag.
Yes, ma'am.
And inside the bag, you find, it's not very thick, but you find stacks of money that's stapled together, correct?
What's not very thick?
10 $1 bill or 10 $100 bills stapled together. That's not very thick, is it?
It was just in stacks of whatever amount it was. I didn't count it.
It was stapled together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how much did you get for arranging Danny Markell to be killed from Charlie's request to passing that on to Sigfredo Garcia? How much money did you get?
Did you catch that? She almost, she came this close to throwing her own client under the bus. She had to stop herself. How much money did you get paid initially from Charlie? And she was like, talking to Donna. I mean, she had to stop herself. I saw that look in her eye. She kind of glanced at her client like, no. Oh my God.
Never counted how much money was even in the bag. I just,
As you sit here today, you're telling this jury you never know what your cut was. You can't tell them.
no ma'am, I never counted
This
it.
is a disaster.
You spent some of it, didn't you?
I believe so,
And you,
yes.
and you deposited some of it into your bank account,
Yes ma'am.
but you don't know how much yours was.
No ma'am.
But you do admit that Charlie gave you a check after that from Adelson Institute, right?
The,
He gave you payroll checks from
Yes,
Adelson
ma'am.
Institute, right?
yes ma'am.
Charlie gave those to you.
No, it was, Charlie handed me the checks, yes ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And you testified that you met Miss Donna Adelson on one occasion, right?
From what I recall, yes, from the dental office when I went to get work done.
She greeted you when you came for your appointment, basically.
Yes ma'am.
Okay. And you had your appointment and you paid for the services, right?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. And there's been testimony that Charlie, after that date, gave you other benefits, right?
Yes ma'am.
I mean, you and he weren't together anymore, correct?
After,
After the homicide.
no, we were not together, but we were still friendly with each other. We were still,
You're friends, but you went back to Sigfredo, right?
there was a time where I was between Sigfredo and still intimate with Charlie as well.
Besides the one time you had that dental appointment and you saw Mrs. Adelson, you met her, Donna Adelson.
Yes ma'am.
After that, you never talked to her again, did you?
Not that I can recall, I don't think I've.
You didn't speak on the phone to each other?
No ma'am.
You didn't text each other?
No ma'am.
You didn't email each other?
No ma'am.
You didn't have any other communication of any kind?
No ma'am.
You didn't meet with her in person?
There's only a time that I saw her, but I didn't meet with her.
Right, exactly. And when you're having these discussions with Charlie Adelson, I'm talking about you and your knowledge. When you're having these discussions with Charlie and then having discussions with Sigfredo, she's not involved in those conversations with you, is she?
No ma'am, she's not.
That's it. That's the smoking gun.
Redirect examination.
That's again. She did the exact same thing she did with Wendy. It was 98% worth of nothing, and then she's got the zinger, but the zinger is diluted by her endless jibber jabbering about nothing. If she had gotten up there, started with the lying cross-examination that I literally did completely spontaneously with you, because it's not complicated when you practice in this area of law. You learn how to do these things through training, through experience. You know, you learn. If she had started with that, then went on to, you never spoke to Donna, Donna was never involved, da-da-da-da-da, and then sat the hell down, and her whole cross-examination would have been 2 minutes and 25 seconds, I would have applauded. But instead, she wasted 20 minutes of my life, your life, and the jury's life. I mean, if nothing else, it's an educational point, if you will, of what not to do again. There is the right way to do cross-examination, and there's the wrong way to do cross-examination. I have had cross-examinations that were literally one question in my career. You know why? Because I know what I'm doing. And I know I have one goal. This witness needs to give me this one fact, and that's all I need. Get up, ask the question, bam, sit down. That's it. A lot of lawyers are scared. They're like, but I feel like, you know, one question, what if one question is not enough? Okay, ask 3 questions. Ask 5. Ask 7. But don't ask 150, and 148 of them are a regurgitation of the prosecution's direct examination. That is the worst thing that you can do, is to remind the jury again of everything that your client was involved in and wasting their time. So it's a double no-no. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. The worst cross-examination I have seen in a long time. Wendy's was a little bit better. It still sucked, but this was even worse, folks. This was even worse. She did the same thing with Wendy. 98% BS, and then at the last minute, damn! You know, gut punch. And the gut punch feels like a, because there's 20 minutes worth of nothing. I'm already asleep by the time, like, oh, gut punch? Wake me up when it happens. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely. Very sad. All right, redirect examination, maybe? Let's see.
Donna did not have any conversations with you. did she?
No, ma'am.
No lying here. Right?
No, ma'am.
Donna had conversations with Charlie.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Charlie.
I object. She wasn't participating in those conversations.
Overruled, I believe the witness earlier testified.
It was already established.
Concerning this very issue. You may continue your examination.
Donna had conversations with Charlie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Charlie had conversations with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Charlie was the go-between between you and Donna, wasn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
The same way you were the go-between between Charlie and Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
No further
No
questions.
further questions. That's how you do it. Did you see
Catherine,
that? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. That is how you do a redirect examination. Everything that the defense tried to do, the prosecution unraveled in like what, 3 questions? 4 questions? You can go back and count if you want. I'm not going to because it's pointless. The point is made. She tried, the defense attorney, she tried so hard. She's like, you never spoke to Donna. Donna was never involved. Hey, you were the go-between, yeah? Yeah. You spoke to Charlie? Yeah. Charlie spoke to Donna? Uh-huh. Just like you were the conduit between Charlie and Garcia? Yeah. And you were just the intermediary? Yeah. Thank you very much. Sit down. That's how you do it, folks. That's great lawyering right there. And the prosecution's got it. The defense does not. Folks, I hope you all learned something. I hope you all enjoyed this. This has been so much fun. I told you this video was going to be wild. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I've seen such a horrible, consistent botching of cross-examination. First Wendy, now Katie. I guess we'll see with Rob next. And like I said, there's a little surprise in the Rob testimony. I won't tell you what it is. Watch and see. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel so you get to know when Rob's testimony gets presented on this channel. And after that, we are going to do snitch numero dos. Drina Bernhardt? Drina? Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but that's who we're going to do. And she's going to show up in shackles. Yeah, she's going to testify from the witness stand with metal. I don't know if Katie does or not, but I definitely saw in the other trial. She's got metal. Woo! I'm excited, folks. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been, like I said, an amazing, fun video to make, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.